Os Os Sagashi desu. And today we're gonna be looking at some Reddit posts. So I was scrolling around Reddit and I found this Reddit page, weeabootales. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be reading it together. And then we're gonna just, collect our thoughts because I heard these get pretty weird. So, without further ado, let's get started. My brother thinks he is anime and is ruining my wedding day with his cringe. My brother has a helmet of hair that looks like Edna Mode. And this is heavily influenced by emos and anime. He has a look with quotation marks and is planning to show up to my wedding in jeans, fake Converse, black shirt layered in red and black flannel shirt. What? And has dyed his beautiful blonde hair black. Having paid a small fortune on a professional photographer, I know he will look back on the photos and will be embarrassed about having real friends that were authentic '06 emos that have had similar experiences. Being a qualified hairdresser, I offered to cut his hair and make it look presentable, which ended up with him screaming at me and my fiance about My Chemical Romance, anime, and meeting suggestions with cringy one-liners and a thick American accent. We are an indigenous Australians. Naruto ran out of my yard, through vineyards of rural Australia, and down the highway for 5 kilometers. It was at this point, after myself, fiance, sister, and brother-in-law searching for him for 2 hours, that after 18 years, we realized there may be something a little odd with him. The wedding's tomorrow. I pray that the future I told you so is worth all of this. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. So, one, how could you do that to your brother? He asked you for one thing, and one thing only, is to dress like you have some sense. Alright? Not a hillbilly redneck that wants to be some anime dude. What's wrong with people, bro? What is wrong with people? Why do they think that this is okay? People actually think this is okay. Help! How to spot a weeb. So I'm 18 and a girl, and I've come to the conclusion that normal weebs just don't exist in real life, just online. I'm not saying I want a boyfriend who watches anime, but I'm implying that because I want to watch anime with them. Online, there are thousands of cute boys who watch anime, so how can I spot a weeb without asking straight up if they're a weeb? One, weebs aren't people who watch anime. Those are people who think they're Japanese and end up disgracing the cultural as a whole. Two, I'm available on Tuesdays. Call me. Weeaboo calls my blatantly ignores gender dysphoria and calls me a yaoi trap. Oh boy, this was truly something else. I attend the GSA at my school not only because I'm bi, but also because I'm a closet trans. The people in the GSA call me Noah and use he, him pronouns with me because I came out to them last Wednesday, mostly. I'm about to tell you the tale of someone who called Cancer-chan. Cancer is, as her name suggests, cancer. I'm gonna go into detail about this stuff she's done, but I'm going to say that she's a bit obsessed with anime and fetishizes LGBT people a fuck ton. I was walking home with some other people from the GSA when I felt Cancer tapped on my shoulder. I heard that dead name Chun goes by Oniichan now. Yeah, I'm only really at the club though, so don't go telling everybody just yet. Okay? But you'll always be dead Oniichan in my heart, by the way. Okay. Anyways, now that Kimi wa trans desu, are you still bi or are you yaoi? Hey, can you not call me being gay yaoi? We'll kick you out of the club. I'm still bi. Do you not know how sexuality works or something? I know how it works. I just wanted to know if dead name Chan had a boyfriend yet. I do have a boyfriend, but why the hell are you asking? Noah-kun is yaoi. Noah-kun is a yaoi trap. Oh my god, so kawaii. In that moment, I've never wanted to push her into oncoming traffic more. See, I don't really know about the LGBT community. I'm sorry, alright? No one should be bullied for something like that, even though, you know, it's not as well interpreted or understood by most people. So I'm very sorry for you and the people in that club. Weeaboo friend tried to stalk me. To start things off, I'm half Korean teenage girl. My former friend is a white dude who is obsessed with anything related to Japan, who I assumed had an Asian fetish. Honestly, he just wanted to be East Asian in general, but most of his interests were mainly things related to Japan: anime, manga, stationery, language, etc. He watched a lot of porn with Asian women and sent screenshots to me with another girl who's like 100% Asian. Honestly, I don't mind fetishes. It's perfectly okay to have them. It's not okay, however, to be extremely open about them, especially when you're underage, and the person you're sending it to is the topic of your fetishization. He would constantly talk about Asian Japanese related things, and it felt kinda weird. He told me how he wanted to be Asian so bad. When I lended him my Muji pen, he got extremely excited just because it was from Japan. Wow, what a loser. Finally, he revealed he had a crush on me. I was fine with it. It wasn't really that surprising. Unfortunately, at the time, I was dating. So he tried to bribe me to break up with him. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to stop talking to him. After that, he would try to follow me around during lunch and regularly stare at me for 45 minutes straight, and it made me extremely uncomfortable. He tried to sit next to me and talk to me for about a week or two. Thankfully, he stopped and we didn't talk again after that. A similar situation has happened with another Asian girl he used to be friends with. They are no longer friends either, surprisingly. To this day, I'm not sure if he's a weeaboo or not, but he still likes anime. Oh, that's a little that's a little much. Don't you think? Do people actually do this? Oh. American guys are so weird. I'm sorry. I had to say it. They're weird. This is so weird. I'm so sorry for you. I'm definitely sorry for you. If you're watching this video, I'm so sorry. Like that sounds like the creepiest thing ever. Like, yo, people are crazy, man. When your child went weeaboo in public. To be honest, it's a pretty mild one compared to the others, and perhaps it's more fitting for some others subreddit, like the one for the restaurant workers. But whatever, it's vaguely on topic. Not on mobile, but formatting is still crap anyways. Also, yes, clickbait title, but I couldn't think of a decent one. At this Asian restaurant I worked at somewhere in North Carolina, when one day, pretty sure it was a weekend, not that it matters, where a group of people made a reservation for one of the more private rooms. Literally, it's a separate room for all the other dining rooms. It's normal enough, and no one really gives thoughts until they start arriving. It was a number of young ladies, and they're all dressed in gothic Lolita fashion. Not just a little bit, as in the full thing. Turns out the reservation was for a tea party, which would explain why it was late in the afternoon. Also, they really went all out in decorating the room, and suffice to, the decorations were impressive. There was even a dakimakura. There was even a dakimakura, as I wasn't the server assigned, so I didn't really see much of it. Although, according to the server who was serving them, they all didn't show up, or inflated the number of people in order to get that room reserved, and didn't order much food, which means a smaller tip. Basically, usual server banter. What's interesting was when they were packing up to leave, I saw an older man who appears to be the fathers of one of the ladies, probably, who was helping and cleaning up. It was coincidence that I saw him carrying out the dakimukura. He had this look on his face which said it all. I felt sorry for him and wanted to tell him that no, that's not the weirdest thing that happened in an Asian restaurant. And that, while everyone who working in the restaurant probably talking crap behind his back, none of that matters because they'll gossip about anything, and no one really has any social media of the note in the English language. Instead, I said nothing and busied myself elsewhere. I didn't expect all these stories to be so depressing, I guess. Weird. I knew they were gonna be a bit crazy, but why? I mean, I get if you like the style, but at least be a bit more courteous to the people around you, you know? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Be nice to other people. You don't know what people, is dealing with. So, my advice to you, Mr. Server Man, is exactly what you did. You should have just carried on about your day, and you did. But thanks for sharing. I was a weeb. So all throughout elementary school and early 6th grade, I was a high-key weeaboo. I would do the Naruto run, and in elementary, I include the typical weeb content in my daily speech. God, I was cringe. And you were right, that was pretty cringe. And stuff like that. But I have one particular story that involved me in my weebness. I was in 5th grade when this happened. Me and my weeb friends at the time were just playing some stupid anime-ish roleplay at lunch recess. And here's where the story begins. We were by a tree where we usually hang out at, and we were saying weeaboo shit when I suddenly blacked out in the middle of an anime-style fight. And the next thing I knew, I saw one of my friends lying on the ground. I don't know what I did, so I asked the friend who narrates the whole thing, and she said I had judged him to the ground. Basically, I filled him over and smashed him onto the ground. So I asked if the friend, who we should call R, if he was okay. R said he was fine, but even after this, I was still a weeb, but started to be more calm about it. I'm not sure what happened in that story. I'm sorry. I probably said I'm sorry about 100 times in this video, but I'm sorry. Yeah, you should probably be more careful. But my question is, do you still like anime now? If you do, I mean, you can still be low-key about it. I mean, no one's telling you that you have to Naruto run at Area 51 and get shot because you love anime. No one's telling you to do that. So, alright, I guess, live your life. If you still like anime, come talk to me, bro. I'm here. I'm here. Random encounter with a weeaboo-ish person. So to clear it up, I'm half Japanese, and my mom is Japanese. Me too. Which is already a great start, and I attract weeaboos, especially at conventions. But anyways, this is about me and my mom when we went on a trip to Lille in France. We went to Hammam, Arabic spa, steam baths. Okay. And after we came out, we were resting in the resting space. Now me and my mom always speak Japanese to each other. Why wouldn't we? Makes sense. While we were having something on our eyes to relax and we were talking, a random girl just says in French, super loudly, "Oh my god, Japanese?" I didn't know that she was there, so I shut up and said, "Yeah, we're Japanese." The first thing she says was, "Oh my god, I love you guys." And then she kept asking or pushing me to do a massage at this place. She was probably a masseuse from there. We didn't had the time for that anyway. When I told her we couldn't or didn't have an appointment, she looked super disappointed and sighed loudly and went away. My mom being super confused since she didn't understand French that well. Heads up guys, if you see a Japanese person, alright, if you know they're Japanese or they're speaking Japanese in public, don't just go up to them while they're minding their own business and being like, "Oh my god, Japanese!" That's cringe. That's disgusting. At least be chill about it, or maybe just go have a chill conversation. That's okay. That's right. That's okay. But no, don't go up there and be like, "Oh my god, you're Japanese. Let me fuck your existence." I just met the biggest weeb ever. I was at the library at the graphic novel section where they also keep their mangas nearby but divided up. There was a weeb there. He was wearing a straight hentai shirt at a public library. Now don't get me wrong, I didn't even care until he got pissed because of the fact that Attack on Titan Volume 8 wasn't there. He then went to argue with the librarian. Everyone was looking at him like he was crazy, which I mean, he was. I mean, he should have thanked God and everyone else that no one filmed his crazy ass. You know what? You're right. You're definitely right on this. Like, what? If you're going off on a librarian just because there's not a manga available that you really wanted, go seek help. Go seek help immediately. That's not okay. None of this is okay, bro. Like, what is wrong with people? Do they not know how to act normally? Obviously not, because yo, I'm losing my shit right now. This is so stupid. Yo, who knows? It's a good thing no one provoked him like that. So, because you never know, he could have had a gun or something. Uncomfortable encounter. This one is relatively short. For reference, I'm half Japanese and look the part. Good for you, because I don't. So I'm in Barnes & Noble's in the manga section, simply because that is where the bathroom is, and I'm waiting for my father to exit. And this white girl comes up to me.
"Oh my god, are you Japanese? Please say yes."
I'm half Japanese.
"Oh my god, Daisuke Nihonshin! Do you have any brothers?"
No.
"Oh, that sucks. I would have loved to date a Japanese Oniichan."
And just walks away? Fuck me, right? Damn. Oh my god, I am so sorry. That's so bad. Oh my god, that was so bad. I am so sorry. I mean, anyways, why would you even want to date a weeaboo? Why would you want to date a weeaboo? Weeaboos never shower or take, clean themselves, or, they're always wearing cosplay and shit and think that they know Jap. Here's your crown, alright? You're a king, alright? You're a king. Don't you dare let a weeaboo tell you that you're not good enough. You should have just roasted her right then and there, because, who does that, bro? Biggest weeb I've ever witnessed. For the past 2 years, I've been dealing with this absolute fucking weeb named Jay. Now, she wasn't just any old weeb. She was a white gamer, non-binary, asexual, LGBTS, delusional weeb. I first encountered her first day in my acting class in my sophomore year. They commented that it is way much harder to improv than people think. Then Jay raises her hand and out of turn and says this word for word.
Excuse me, as an active role player, I truly believe that improv is the easiest thing I've ever done, considering that living is technically just like improv. I'm pretty sure you're just not correct.
I didn't see her in class after that. Fast forward to that year's production, I'm one of the helping hands backstage, and this is the few weeks before opening night. My friends never actually did shit for the play, we just fucked around in the dressing room. So one day, me and my friends are talking in the dressing room when all of a sudden we hear someone trying to open the door. The door is locked from the inside, so all we heard is the door handle jiggling and someone body bumping against the door. This person is aggressively trying to open the door. Now me being impulsive, I just get up and ask who it is. My name's Jeff. What the fuck? Can you tell me what fucking year it is? It's the year 2017. I recognize her voice and open the door a crack, which Jay tries to push the door open.
What are you guys doing? I want to join.
I respond, sorry, you're not allowed to back here unless you help with the play. Then all of a sudden, I hear someone call her name and for her to come here. This is when I found out that she has some type of wrangler to keep her in check. For the next week, every day we go back there and she tries to get in. We continue to tell her that she's not allowed back there, and somehow she keeps forgetting. Not to mention that room was small and enclosed, and this girl did not shower. She constantly smelled of body odor, and as long as I've known her, she's never changed her clothes. Ugh. We did not want to associate with her. In October of last year, I moved, and therefore I had to take a different bus to school. When I stepped onto that bus, I smelled her before I saw her. She happened to ride the same bus that I would be riding for the rest of the school year. I was miserable, but thankfully I only had to endure this ride once a day until the reckoning. She was in my acting class yet again. It had just become the second semester, and she was in my acting class again. This time, it was worse. The first day, our teacher, who I'm very good friends with, did the whole break the ice games and whatnot. I'm gonna tell you right now, weebs are attracted to theater, and I don't know why. Anyway, Jay's turn to introduce herself and tells everyone facts about herself comes, and the whole class can just tell by her appearance. Cat ears, tail, anime shirt, and very apparent body odor that this was not going to be good. She stands up very confidently and says, "My name is Jay, and I'm a certified Cuphead trash." Boy! I'm speechless. I'm seriously thinking about changing my name to Arum, the Greek word for gold. I'm non-binary, asexual, and I probably know more about the Japanese culture than this whole class combined because I'm a weeb and I'm proud of it. The rest is a blur, and there is only one comment I can remember her saying about Japan after that, and it was, "Did you know that the Japanese constantly walk around with their heads bowed as a sign of respect? Trust me, I know." I can't remember any more specifics about this girl, except that there was another weeb in that class, and even she hated Jay. That has to say something. Jay, if you're out there, you stink. Take a shower. Bathe yourself with Epsom salt. And call it a day, okay? Or a night. You've been watching too much anime. I'm sorry. I thought there was no such thing as too much anime, but I'm genuinely disgusted at this story. Don't watch anime ever again. You don't know Japanese. You don't know about Japan. And I'm just saying this briefly and bluntly. Do something else with your life. Please. I'm begging you. It's not worth it. I think that you should find another medium to get yourself a hold of. I mean, I can understand you're enjoying yourself. You know, if you like what you like, that's understandable. But right now, you're being a conceited asshole. So I'ma just say, go find yourself another medium and learn how to be the best you. The anime community does not want you. I'm sorry. Well, that's going to be it for the video. If you liked it, please leave a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm serious, because I'm going to be posting more often than you think. I've been saying this over the past 12 months. Alright, I'm sorry. This has been going on for a whole year. But I want you to know that I'm going to be here consistently. So, with that being said, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell, because no one's watching my videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Bye-bye.